Laura Way is with us. She is president and CEO of Arts Greensboro, and we are so proud of all the art in Greensboro and artists in Greensboro, but this is a really tough time for them, just like everybody. Can you kind of paint a picture of what that looks like right now in Greensboro?
Well, what that looks like in Greensboro is not that different than driving down Elm Street in downtown Greensboro. You drive down and you see businesses that are doors are closed with big signs on their windows saying, due to the shelter in place, they are closed, but please come back. The same thing is happening in the arts community. All arts organizations have had to shutter their businesses, their organizations. From Green Hill to Triad Stage to the Community Theater to Royal Expressions Ballet Company and everything in between. Their bricks and mortar have closed. But luckily, one of the bright stars that is out there for us is so many arts organizations quickly pivoted to being online. So if you have kids at home and you want some arts-based activities, Green Hill's doing their Masterpiece Fridays online. You just go to their virtual Green Hill on their website, or the Children's Museum is having arts activities online. The Science Center, Community Theater, Triad Stage has embraced online virtual performances to a really impactful level. And then individual artists are online almost all day, every day. So the hard part is you can't walk in and talk to an artist. You can't walk up to a work of art and really examine it, or you can't be in a space with your children and other families making things together. But you can do that at home at a safe distance and just have to use your imagination a little more and stretch your own creative muscles to what is possible.
I feel like this really is challenging a lot of people to think more creatively than they ever have and coming up with new and innovative ways to get in touch with people. And as far as arts, I almost feel like this is an opportunity to explore more art in Greensboro than ever you could before, because it really is at your fingertips now. You don't have to go anywhere to see so many different things.
Right. I mean, if anything, this has leveled the playing field for everyone in our community. Our arts are totally accessible if you have access to technology. We do have to remember not everyone has that access. But for those who do, you can tour a museum anywhere in the world practically now. So many museums across the country, across the world have put their collection online. There are so many concerts being offered, plays offered online. So it's not just Greensboro. It is everywhere. Anywhere in the world you can reach out any time of the day. If you have insomnia, you can watch something happening elsewhere in the world. I go back to something that someone in our community who just moved here less than 2 years ago, Charlie Hunter. He is a world-renowned guitarist. He lives in Fisher Park. And he posted on his Facebook page, "You think art doesn't matter? Try living through shelter in place without good music, good literature, poetry, arts and craft, and without the arts to infuse our days with joy and happiness and creative thinking, imagine what this last month would have been like." So the arts are alive and well. We just need to make sure we embrace what that actually means for us as a community, as a family, and as an individual.
And we really take that with us once this is done and once we go back to whatever our new normal will be.
Right. Our new normal will have, doors that open and you can walk through. And we need to support that bricks and mortar wherever it is, whatever your passion is, because if arts organizations come back and there's no a safety net for them, if they cannot regain their footing through this reentry, that virtual experience will go away, because we need those artists and those arts organizations that work with those artists to create these experiences. So while everyone is leaned into the COVID-19 and made their craft and their creative practice available, we need to support them when we come back out, or those will essentially dry up and go away.
So how can we support art and artists right now, and then obviously once we go back?
Well, there's a few things you can do right now. When you're listening to a virtual concert or watching a virtual experience and they have a tip jar on their Facebook or their feed, please go ahead, use that technology, leave them a tip, make a straight out contribution to that effort. Many artists are actually redirecting their funds that come in through a tip jar to arts organizations that are supporting individual artists. Arts Greensboro has the Greensboro Artist Emergency Fund, and we are making weekly payments, relief checks to artists. So far, we've distributed over $18,000. This fund has an adequate funds to get us through the second week in May. So if you went to artsgreensboro.org and click on the Artist Emergency Fund to donate, that would be really great, because these artists, the emails I'm getting back from these artists, they're humbling. So one person wrote back to me and said it was a small check, $25. That check represented this artist's ability to buy groceries for their mother. They're paying their mortgages, they're paying their co-pays if their kids are going to the doctor. They're paying for art supplies so that they can make art. They're paying their utility bills. Artists work in the gig economy or independent contractors. So until recently, they had no safety net. And even now, though they can apply for unemployment, this is a new program and it's slow to roll out. So many artists have not seen true income since mid-May or mid-March. And that's hard. Imagine an entire month of no income. Many people have. But when your baseline salary is low, the hardship is deeper than, say, you or I may have. We're still working. We're grateful for that. Too many are not.
Right. Exactly right. Well, we appreciate all that you're doing to support art and artists in Greensboro, and to help keep it up, and to look forward to the future as well. And of course, if you want to help support art and artists, of course, just look. It's not very hard to find it. It's all around, just right there on your computer screen, right on your television. It really is everywhere. And you can also go to Arts Greensboro and you can contribute to that Artist Emergency Fund as well. Laura, thank you so much. Great to see you.
Great to see you. Be well.
Stay well.